Alright guys, here we are in front of Viktor's Legacy, my favorite go-to shop. If you guys are in Northeast Ohio or Ohio in general, this is the one-stop shop for everything you need as far as NFA and gunsmithing. We're going to go in here and meet some people and see what it's like inside, talk about what they do here, and show you the process for getting an NFA item. So let's go in and see what we got going on. Come on in. This is Jamie.
Neil.
Jamie's the vice president here at Viktor's Legacy. So Jamie, tell us a little bit about what you guys do here and who you are.
Well, first of all, Viktor's Legacy, we're a family-owned business. Basically an old-school gunsmithing shop in every sense of the imagination. Any sort of repairs, restorations, customizing, custom builds, all of that we do here. We are factory-trained and certified Cerakote applicators. So any decorating that you want to do to your firearm, or we even do automotive parts, that sort of thing, we can handle as well.
So if I got a gun that's broken, I bring it to you guys?
Yeah, if you have a gun that's broken, or even if it's just a simple sight replacement or anything like that, we take on jobs of all sizes, from really simple to total complex restorations, complex mechanical issues, that sort of thing.
So I got an AR, I just learned how to use it. I don't know much about changing parts out, probably not something I should do anyway because I'm not trained for that. I bring that to you guys and you handle all that.
You can bring that to us. We can help give you some guidance as far as parts go. What we see works really well for most people, or what we see that might have present some issues down the road. So, and it's some exciting times for us here too. There's going to be some big changes that we're going to talk about here in a little while to how we're doing business. We're going through a little bit of an expansion, so we'll walk you guys through that here in a little bit.
This is where the magic happens. This is the silencer shop kiosk that we talked about. So we're going to be able to do everything, pretty much a one-stop shop from this unit?
That's correct. We can create your account right from here. As soon as you're done entering your information, Silencer Shop will send you a text and an email with a QR code. We'll use that QR code to scan you and get you into the system, and then we'll start answering questions, take your fingerprints, and then the very last step, I'm going to have you download something to your phone so we can take your photograph and get all that submitted.
Well, let's get started. How do we get this thing going here?
All right, easiest way to do it, just give her a tap.
All right.
So, first thing I'm going to have you do, Neil, since you don't have an account set up with Silencer Shop, is I'm going to have you tap right here where it says request new code or login.
All right.
And then go ahead and start typing in your information here.
Perfect. So I just finished entering my information, which is basically my name and email address and my phone number. And then immediately it sent me a text with a QR code here. So I'm going to go ahead and scan this next.
So in order to scan the QR code, you're going to place your phone flat here, and we're going to hit that. Might have to brighten your screen. There you go. You can go ahead and remove your phone. Okay. Alright, so right here is where it outlays all the steps that we're about to go through. As you see, first thing we're going to do is scan your fingerprints, get your signature, and then we're going to start your personal and then the registration information, which are all of the questions that the ATF is going to be asking you. Are you mentally defective, that sort of stuff.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you when I'm done with that.
What I'm going to have you do is it's going to work through both hands. It's going to have you do your slap, which is your 4 fingers together, then your thumb.
All right.
Then it's going to go through each individual finger.
All right. Kind of like what we do.
It's exactly what you do at the SO, yeah. Start capture here. You want to hit that. All right, so on this screen here, and before you start putting your hands down, this tells you, they basically give you instructions on how they want you to do it right here. So first one, we're going to do your left slap, so your left hand, your 4 fingers.
All right.
And then the screen will give you feedback on how you did. So as flat as possible, you don't need to press hard. Go ahead and pull your hand straight off. All right, and then it scores you. And you see very good, very good, very good, and good. So go ahead and hit accept.
This actually works better than the SO scanner.
It's brand new. So the next step here, Neil, what we're going to do is we're going to decide how you want to register your suppressor. So they give you 4 options here. You can set it up as a trust, run it as an individual, as a corporation, or as an undecided or responsible person. Now, since we know what you're doing, we can automatically rule out undecided or responsible person. The only time that this would be used is if you're setting it up as a trust, and you're going to be a responsible person on that trust to be able to be in possession of that suppressor. You still have to be fingerprinted and photographed for that, even though you might not be the person buying said suppressor.
Gotcha.
Because the trust is going to be owning that suppressor.
Gotcha.
Speaking of trusts, an NFA trust, what that does is it sets up a line of succession for that suppressor in the event that something happens to you.
Okay.
So if, let's say you pass on, the trust owns that suppressor, and anybody else that's named as a responsible person in that trust is able to be in possession of that suppressor, and there's no additional paperwork or anything like that that's required.
Do they still do their fingerprints and all that?
They still do their fingerprints and their photographs and all of that, just like you're doing right now.
Gotcha.
You decided right now that you want to run it as an individual, which is totally fine. Running it as an individual, if something were to happen to you and you don't have it underneath a trust, then what's going to happen is there's 30 days for whoever's settling your estate to surrender that suppressor to an FFL or that has their class 3 license that can handle suppressors.
Okay.
And then whoever's handling your estate at that point in time can figure out if they want to go ahead and start the process themselves to get that suppressor. They obviously don't have to pay for it again. They do have to pay for another tax stamp, which is $200.
Okay.
Or if they want to sell it on consignment at that point.
Gotcha.
We're not voting, so you have to have your driver's license. All right, go ahead.
We're going to go through here and fill this all out and keep on going.
All right, so in this stage, now that we've completed all of your information,
Okay.
you can scan one of these QR codes based on the phone that you have, either an Android or an Apple, and the QR code will bring up the Silencer Shop app in your respective app store to complete the next step of the process.
This is the app that we downloaded, so we're going to go to sign up now because it takes the information from the information I put in the kiosk and links it up with this. So we're at the part now where I'm going to be taking my photo to upload it. So take photo.
Neil, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you step up here to the blank wall.
All right.
I'm going to grab your phone from you, and we'll go ahead and get your photograph.
Where's my hair and makeup people? Come on.
All right, Neil, look straight ahead, kind of like a mug shot. No smiling. The ATF doesn't like anything fun. Don't frown either. All right. Happy
Looks
with
like
that?
me. Looks just like me.
We're going to go ahead and hit OK.
We're finished with this process, so now my entire production team and Jamie are going to go over to the next facility. In the meantime, I'm going to go out to my trailer. I'm going to drink some mineral water and relax in the air conditioning, and then when I'm good and ready, I'll go over there.
The ATF systems, basically, what you filled out on the kiosk is for Silencer Shop's use.
Okay.
They create your paperwork with that.
All right.
You create an account with the ATF in order to be able to recognize your information, so Silencer Shop can then submit your information to the ATF along with the payment for your tax stamp.
Gotcha.
The Silencer Shop takes tax stamp information, all of your photographs and everything, puts it together in a package and
Perfect.
sends it off. So go ahead and hit register. And then all of your personal information. So the email that you use to create your Silencer Shop account and your account with the ATF eForm system have to match. It has to be the exact same email. That's used as an identity verification kind of safeguard in order to make sure that you are who you say you are on both ends of the process. Now that we completed your registration information with the ATF, pay attention to your email. They're going to send you a username to use when you go to log in to their system to finish your paperwork. So the username that the ATF assigns to you is basically your unique identifier with the ATF outside of obviously your personal information.
Okay.
So when we go through to do the final process, which is the certification of your paperwork, basically you guaranteeing that all the information that you entered was correct to your knowledge. Okay. They're going to ask you for that username and then the 4-digit PIN that you created. They also had you create a password. That password is going to be used in conjunction with that username basically to log into the ATF system to look at all of your NFA items that you have. So you can pull up your paperwork, your tax stamp, and everything. So in the event that you have any issues with your paperwork, you can print it right out from online. They keep a log of everything that you have purchased.
Right. So kind of an off-the-wall question, but all the cool guy stuff I ever got was just given to me, issued by my department. So is the tax stamp, quote unquote, is that like a piece of paper? Is that like an actual stamp thing?
Yeah, so the tax stamp is an actual physical piece of paper. What it is, you're basically gonna receive the cover letter of the form that's submitted that is created by Silencer Shop to give the ATF your information. And then in the past, when you were filing these via the mail, they gave you an actual physical stamp. It kind of looked like a postage stamp. It just said tax stamp $200 on it. And so right now what they're doing is they're just overlaying a picture of that and then you're allowed to, with the e-form system, you print it out electronically, and you keep a copy of that with you at all times.
So Jamie, we went through this process so far. What's some of the questions that you get asked a lot about this?
Well, the biggest question that I get asked about this is this creating a registry? So anything that you do on a Form 4, which is the NFA process, I know I just threw out a lot of different acronyms. Basically, if you are purchasing a suppressor, creating a short-barreled rifle or shotgun or something like that, you're going through the ATF's NFA branch, which is the National Firearms Act. They require a registry of anything that they deem to be outside of a regular firearm, which is why it's suppressors, short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, and things like that.
Full auto.
Full auto, also, yep, same thing. So, yes, there is a registry when it comes to NFA items only. Now, I get a lot of people that ask, like, how does this differ from a regular background check that I do for a firearm? When you go in and you purchase a pistol or a standard rifle or something like that, when you fill out that background check, the only information that's transmitted to the ATF is your name, your personal information, and whether or not you are purchasing a long gun or a handgun or a receiver. They do not get make, model, or serial number, which is why there is no firearms registration. So the only time that any of the equipment that you purchase is going to be registered is if it's a suppressor short-barreled rifle, and you have to go through the ATF process to license those items.
So now my understanding is if we do an SBR, and by the way, is that something that can be done with this process, or is that something?
SBRs is something that can be done through this process. Form 1s, which is if you are manufacturing yourself, cannot be done via the kiosk. It has to be done old school paperwork. The other thing that cannot be done via the kiosk is transferable full auto, machine guns, that sort of thing.
All right. And then my understanding as well is if we had an SBR and we were going to go out of the state lines, we would have to get another form filled out, if that's correct?
You have to let the ATF know where you are going with that item. So if you're going from Ohio to Pennsylvania, where we're at, to, over the border to Pennsylvania, you have to call the ATF. They're going to have you fill out paperwork basically saying this is where it's going to be for X period of time, or if you're moving there, and then, you know, keep that on your person when you're traveling.
Any other ones that you get a lot, or is that all of them?
Those are really the biggest questions, especially when it comes to firearms and this sort of thing. Everybody is concerned about the registration portion of it. Another thing that we do through Silencer Shop is Viktor's Legacy has their own store via Silencer Shop's website. So you can shop online at any time. All of Silencer Shop's inventory for not just suppressors, but any accessories that they offer using Viktor's Legacy. And whatever you purchase, if it's a suppressor, will come straight to us to get your paperwork started. Or if it's an accessory like a muzzle device or something like that, will come shipped straight to you.
So now that we're done with this whole process, we're in this really cool new space that looks like you guys are doing a lot too. So what you said earlier, you alluded to some cool stuff that's coming. So what's coming?
So what we're going to be doing with this space basically, and it's working out really well because this is our 10th year in business. Actually, we're probably going to be opening up here very soon, right around our 10th anniversary. It's a little bit of an expansion project for us. The space that we have right now that we're working within, at least for our customer area, is very small and confined and cramped, and we don't have a lot of opportunity to, you know, display products and different items. Everything is kind of kept in back or done on an order basis. So we're kind of expanding into a little bit of a retail shop per se. So a lot of the accessories and the items that we normally carry here at Viktor's Legacy or that we would normally order, we're going to have in stock and out for sale for people to touch, feel, play around with, pick up, and purchase. We've also partnered with a lot of local companies, namely here being in front of the wall, Patch Ops. They make awesome morale patches, and they're doing t-shirts and hats and that sort of thing.
They make all of ours as well.
So it's affording us the opportunity to kind of do something here in the area that nobody else is doing. And we're kind of trying to select our product very carefully as we're doing that. So in the area, without competing with other local gun stores, our product selection is going to be different than anybody else's. We're going to be getting into body armor and a lot of different tactical accessories that you can't just locally go into a store and purchase. What's also coming along with this new store, and it's really, really exciting for us, is a brand new website. We're expanding into an e-commerce platform. So ViktorsLegacy.com, which has absolutely nothing for sale on it right now, is going to be expanding to about 100,000 SKUs. Basically, we're taking our distributor's inventory, so all of the different people that we order from, putting it on ViktorsLegacy.com and which allows us to use their inventory for your benefit.
Wow.
And you can order direct from ViktorsLegacy.com, have it drop shipped to you, or if you purchase a firearm through us on ViktorsLegacy.com, it'll come to us. You can do your background check, or you can also select if you want any work done on it before you pick it up.
Oh, wow.
You can purchase stippling, Cerakote, optic cuts, anything that you want installed on that firearm, you can purchase online, have it come to the store. We'll do the work for you and then call you when everything's done and ready to go.
That's really cool. That's exciting. And so other than the guns and stuff, anything that we order, if we are local, because that's something we can come and pick up from here?
You can come and pick up from here as well. If you're not local, obviously
Sure.
you can access the website from anywhere. It'll ship anywhere in the country. If you are in a different state and you order a firearm via ViktorsLegacy.com, it'll go to your local FFL. You just have to select where you want it to go.
Nice. Any particular products you guys are really excited about to bring it up?
Outside of Pat Shops, we've been carrying them for a little while, but I'm excited to have a big display for them now. Black Rifle Coffee Company is a big one for us.
Okay.
We have recently tied into Wooks Outdoors, which makes rifle stocks, axes, and some other outdoor gear, which are awesome.
Okay.
Other local companies we've got tied up with is Bowden Tactical. They're actually local to us here in Willoughby.
Okay.
They make AR accessories like rails, uppers, muzzle devices, hand guards, that sort of thing.
So along with all the other products you mentioned, you said there was something you were really excited to show us?
Yeah, very excited about this product right here, the Strikeman system. So it's very similar to some other products out on the market when it comes to at-home training. The unique thing with Strikeman is they offer what they call their Strikeman Pro system. So what you do is when you purchase a setup, you get a cartridge in whatever caliber you choose, and you can purchase additional calibers if you'd like.
Okay.
Which
is this a laser?
It's a laser cartridge system.
All right.
They also give you a stand for you to put your phone on, and you turn the phone's camera on using their app.
Okay.
And it records where your hits are, and you can play games on the phone, target drills, tap rack, whatever you need to do in order to help you train at home.
Nice.
This is their Pro system, which is obviously very large. They also have a much smaller single target system that you can, take with you, put in a real confined area. One of the fun things that I like to do is have somebody put the target in different spaces of the house and, okay, go clear rooms. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, but I'm most excited about their Strikeman Pro system, which is what I'm showing you here. Brand new for this year. It's a social thing. So you can, if you and any of your buddies that have the Strikeman Pro system can compete via their app online. So you can talk about split times, you can talk about target accuracy, and whatever you want to, whatever you want to do. They have a myriad of different games that you can play with your buddies online and keep score. Who's the better shot or who's the faster shot? Another local company or Ohio-based company that we've gotten hooked up with is Neomag. They make a lot of accessories for holsters and concealed carry gear. They also make slings, and then one of their most popular products is called the Sentry Strap, which is a magnetic strap that goes around your handguard that holds your sling tucked in and away when your rifle or AR pistol or whatever you have your sling on is in its case or in a stowed position.
It's a very cool product. And they were the, for those that don't know, they were the originals. They came out with that magnetic connector to the magazine that you could stick in your pocket so you could carry a spare with you. That was
right.
Really...
So we're going to be carrying their products in stock for the magazines,
Nice.
but then we're really focusing on their entire product line. Awesome new line that they put in earlier this year called the Alias, which is a different way to actually carry your holster.
Oh, okay.
It's basically a quick disconnect system that attaches to your belt. They also make accessories that you can attach that via Velcro to your backpack or a hard mount to a vehicle, so you can take your holster off of your belt, clip it right into your vehicle, or off of your belt, put it right in your backpack, and be ready to go. Keep an eye on what we have going on. We're going to be opening up here very soon. If you check out Viktor's Legacy on Instagram or on Facebook, we're going to be posting updates there with opening dates, go live dates for the website, and everything like that.
And in this video description below, when that site becomes live for you guys, we'll definitely put that on there so you can always refer back to this and be able to check that out. I really appreciate your time, Jamie.
Neil, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.